Welcome back to Living Local. The Midwest Writing Center is hosting a virtual release party for a local author's debut novel. Flowing Water, Falling Flowers is described as an enlightening and unforgettable journey about spiritual intention, social interaction, and cultural revelation. Joining us in studio today is author Shishwin Collins. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So Shishwin, I understand your education background is actually in science.
Yes.
So can you tell us more about that and how you discovered your love for creative writing?
Sure. I studied biology in college, and then I got a master's degree in cell biology from Sichuan University in China. And then I came to Iowa State University, and I got another master's degree, eventually a PhD in nutrition. And then after that, I did postdoc research in biochemistry and University of Iowa. So I've gone to Iowa State and University of Iowa. And then I taught biology at Blackhawk College for 15 years. So yeah, that was my background.
Wow.
But I've always wanted to write and, dreamed about maybe becoming a writer someday. I wrote some poems in Chinese when I was younger, but didn't really start writing in English until about 5 years ago. So, in the summer, when as a teacher, you have a little bit more time, and that's when I wrote a short story, and I showed to a couple of friends, and they were like, "Oh, it's not too bad," and didn't put me to sleep. And then I had so much fun, so I said, "Oh, I'll write a little bit more," and then I started going to workshops and learned the craft of writing, and it just took off from there.
Wow, and here we are with your debut novel being released. It's so exciting. Now it's titled Flowing Water, Falling Flowers. Beautiful. I just love the title of it. So what is the book about?
So this is what I call a multi-period historical novel, and that has two storylines. And one is a storyline that sits in present-day U.S. and China, and the other one is set in China and the beginning of 20th century. So in the book, art history professor Rose Min had gone through some losses in both her personal life and career. So she went on the trip to China with her mother to visit her hometown, Chinese hometown called Three Rivers. And there she did some discovery of some family secret. And she also had discovered something that has been buried for over 100 years and that involved 3 different families. So the discovery basically made her learn a few things, and so that she can carry on with her own life.
Wow, it sounds intriguing. I just want to read the book and find out the ending already.
Yeah, thank you.
So how did you get the idea for this novel?
So I've always wanted to write a story based on my hometown. Oh, actually, it was my birthplace. It was my mom's hometown. I was born there, but I never lived there. And the place is called Hechuan in Sichuan province in China. So the Three Rivers is based on that city. Growing up, I've heard some crazy stories, and some of them are so far-fetched. Like somebody had a dream and woke up, spoke in a different voice, and led someone to find a grave or tomb of some ancestors, just stuff like that. So I've got some ideas in my head, and in 2017, I think, I participated in the David R. Collins Writers Conference. You probably heard about that through the Midwest Writing Center. I took a novel writing workshop, even though I did not have anything written at that point, so I was kind of faking. So, and then during the exercises, I wrote a thing of this novel. I had a couple of characters and stuff like what ifs of the novel, and then a week after the conference, I wrote 4,000 words.
Wow.
And it took 3 years, but yeah, that's how it came about.
How helpful has the Midwest Writing Center been in not only the writing process, but also the publishing process?
Oh my God, it's I'm so incredibly grateful. And in working with them, it's just so wonderful, and everybody has been very, very supportive. As I mentioned, I started writing in English about 5 years ago, and I entered the Iron Pen contest. Then the Writing Center organized every February. So you've probably heard it's the fastest writing contest in the Midwest. You know, they give you a prop on Friday, and then you have to turn in your work on Saturday. So I entered the contest for short story, and it was only the second short story I wrote in English. And it was placed in third place when in that contest.
Oh, wow.
So I was so excited. And
encouraging.
Like, thank you. Yes, and I showed up, and And I met Ryan, I met a bunch of other people, and I said, hey, they have workshops. I can learn the craft of writing. So I started to attend workshops and conferences and met all these wonderful people. Just be so supportive and, you know, encouraging each other. And then at the conference last year, I pitched my book to them. So they have this pitching session, and you can sign up. And I thought, well, they're a friendly audience, and even if I do something really bad, they'll just be encouraging. They'll just say, well, here you can improve this way. But they liked the book, and they accepted my pitching, and they offered for publication. And it's just been so wonderful. And I worked with so many people in Writing Center, you know, either directly or just being like friends and encouraging each other. And I feel like they're the best kept secret in town. Because if you like writing, you know, or if you're a young person, they have emerging writers program. They've been on your show. It's just such a wonderful resource and such wonderful people, community. And I encourage everyone to support them. If you want to have our organization locally here to support, and they would be really, really good.
Yeah, such a valuable resource in the Quad Cities.
Yes.
Before we wrap up, can you tell us more about the virtual release party for your book and how it works, how people can attend?
Yes, so it's going to be tomorrow, so I'm really excited. In a way, I'm kind of sad because of the pandemic. You know, you can't have in-person event. On the other hand, though, I think because it's virtual online through Zoom, anyone that has the time can sign up for it. And it's from 7 to 9 tomorrow, Thursday, October 15th. And if people want to be on the actual Zoom, they'll need to email Sarah and the Writing Center to get a link to the Zoom. And if they just wanted to watch, and I believe it's going to be live streamed on Facebook as well.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Well, Shishwin, thank you so much for being here, for telling us more about your book, and congratulations on the release.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
If you would like some more information about flowing water, falling flowers, you can visit xhcollins.com. For more information about the Midwest Writing Center, visit mwcqc.org. We'll also have those details posted on ourquadcities.com.